Hello student, welcome back to Print Culture and our next topic, the module 4 talks about reading mania, पागलपन. ये कैसे spread होगा? Already we have seen how the print has evolved, now the books are available, so things are going to change. But for that, literacy level need to go up. Where? In Europe. So by 17th and 18th century, literacy level of Europe went up. How? Because of churches and the denominations. See what they did, they started coming up with the schools. You know the word convent, Saint Convent school, this and that, especially in North India if you go. And the areas where Britishers ruled India, you will have so many schools starting with this saint stuff or the convent schools. So churches are the one who are starting these schools, and for what? Because they wanted to take the literacy to the peasants and the artisans, the area which has been untouched, and the poor section of the society. Now what they used to take? They used to talk about almanac, ritual calendars, along with ballads and folk tales. Now understand. See, these things like almanac, if I say in India you have in Maharashtra a paper called Kal Nirnay, और वो पंचांग जैसे कैलेंडर्स होते हैं ना, उन्हें वी कॉल इट एज एल्मेनक, जिसमें आपके पूरा सब कुछ लिखा होता है कि सनराइज सनसेट कब होगा एंड एक्लिप्स कब है एंड एवरीथिंग. About the ritual calendars, again the same thing. They'll talk about ki what is the auspicious time where you conduct this puja and that puja. So these things were taken up to the peasants and artisans by the churches and the denominations. Now question comes, what are these denominations? So you have the meaning, new words on left hand side of your book, but then understand. See, denomination is nothing, a section of the church whose aim is to spread education and religion. Now, new forms of popular literature appeared in print. This is what the popular literature now, because this need to be made available for the common people. Booksellers now, they have to increase their sales. So how you're going to do? A common thing which was happening across the globe. Even today this happens. Peddlers. Now peddlers कौन है? जो पैदल जाकर books बेचते हैं. Peddlers are the people who take the books on to the home and then they sell. It's like door-to-door service kind of thing. And see, if a peddler is employed or a chapman is employed, they will sell these books and they are going to sell to the artisans and peasants. तो आप सोच ही सकते हो कि उसकी कीमत कितनी होगी, प्राइस कितना होगा. It will be low. We are going to talk about that here. Now we'll move to England and see what kind of books came there. Petty peddlers carried penny chap books. तो आपको ये समझ में आएगा कि chap book है. The person who is carrying the book is known as chapman. जो chap book को carry करते हैं उसे बोलते हैं chapman. Now, poor people could buy this penny chap book. Penny एक पैसा, एक पैसे की एक book. तो आप समझ ही सकते हो. See, if you want to reach to the masses, you need to see what is the economic status. उस हिसाब से आप books बेच सकते हो. Moving to France. Now, this big word, bibliothèque bleue. See, I am not a good French teacher. So I'll just consider this bibliothèque blue because of the color blue. It's a cover or it's a blue library in France. See, again printed on a poor quality paper. Why not on a good quality paper? Because if you print it on good quality, the price will increase. So that's why chap book है, सस्ते में मिलती हैं, तो paper जो होगा cheap lithographic paper. Now they were bound in cheap blue cover. That's why they were known as bleu. One more thing. You have seen your dictionary, your directory, as well as your atlas. They come with this extra cover. This is that cover they are talking about. Then there were some very short stories of romances, 5 to 6 pages. आजकल रेडियो पे आते हैं ना 1 मिनट के रोमांस स्टोरीज, बिल्कुल वैसे ही छोटे 5-6 पेजेस पे रोमांटिक स्टोरीज खत्म हो जाएं. And a short histories. When I talk about histories, like one episode of one of the great king. For example, if I talk about in India, Shivaji Maharaj escape from Agra. वो छोटी सी story they'll put into a book and then they will sell it. इससे देखिए, it is reaching to the masses, affordable है और literacy level बढ़ेगा. When someone is going to read you, it will create interest and then definitely you will like to learn and read by yourself. Moving ahead, we have one very interesting and a small topic. Tremble, therefore, tyrant of the world. Tremble is fear, tyrant are the rulers. Who? Cruel rulers. That's why the word tyrant. Now, we are in mid 18th century and we are going to talk about a novelist, Louis or Louis, Sebastian Mercier. What he did, see, most of the novels what he wrote, his hero transformed after reading a novel. वो बिल्कुल हिंदी पिक्चर हो जैसा है कि जो हीरो है वो कुछ नहीं कर रहा है, बस सडनली वन एपिसोड हैपेंस इन हिज लाइफ एंड ही चेंजेस इनटू अ एब्सोल्यूट डिफरेंट जेंटलमैन. बिल्कुल ऐसे ही मर्सियर के नॉवल में हीरो ज़्यादातर पढ़ने के बाद ट्रांसफॉर्म हो जाता था, उसकी आइडियोलॉजी एंड ऑल. सो व्हाट हैपेंड, ही डिक्लेयर्ड, और नॉर्मली ऑल द नॉवेलिस्ट ऑफ दैट टाइम दे डिक्लेयर्ड, द प्रिंटिंग प्रेस इज द मोस्ट पावरफुल इंजन ऑफ प्रोग्रेस and public opinion. This force is going to sweep despotism away. Question is, what is despotism? Absolute monarchy. अगर आप इस लाइन को सिंपली पढ़ो, वैसे बहुत सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी है, बहुत ही ईजी लाइन है. अगर आप पढ़ लिख लोगे तो आप बहुत बड़ा चेंज ले आओगे, रेवोल्यूशन. Yeah, that's why the next topic is something related to this. So this printing press will bring one big change. This will lead to the progress, and the opinions will bring down the despotism or monarchy. Now what is happening here? They all proclaimed, "Tremble therefore, tyrant of the world. Fear, cruel rulers. Tremble before the virtual writer." Who is the virtual writer? Print. बहुत सिंपल सा कनेक्शन देता हूँ मैं आपको. फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन में जो राइटर्स थे उन्होंने लिखा. It reached out to the masses. Now they understood what exactly need to be done and how exactly need to be done. A different ideology and view, जो कि हमारी अगली टॉपिक होगी. See, one more thing, as I said, I am giving you example of French Revolution again and again. This is the reason. Print culture and the French Revolution. Going back to French Revolution, I am going to talk only about that topic wherein they said na, the middle class brought an end to the monarchy. उस टॉपिक से आप इसको रिलेट कर सकते हो और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सा पार्ट है. आपके शायद इस चैप्टर का सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट में से एक है, अपार्ट फ्रॉम इंडियन सेक्शन. सो अंडरस्टैंड विद द फर्स्ट सेक्शन व्हाट दे टॉक अबाउट. Print popularized the idea of enlightenment thinker. My question is, who were the enlightenment thinker? So we had Rousseau, Montesquieu, Voltaire. ये enlightenment thinker है ना. How they used to think and write. See, they argued for the rule of reason rather than custom. They were very rational and critical. So their eyes, actually the readers who are reading the book saw the world through their eyes, and their eyes were very critical. तो मतलब इसका सिंपल है, if I'm reading a book, I get actually involved in that. I became the protagonist. हमेशा ऐसा होता है ना, if I'm watching a movie, I feel कि मैं हीरो हूँ. बिल्कुल वैसे ही नॉवेल्स के साथ होता है. When you get into the reading habits and all, you feel you are the hero, lead person of the novel. बिल्कुल यहाँ पे भी वैसा ही है. Now, writers when they are writing, you start thinking in that way, and they are very critical. Now, what they are saying is, you ask for reason. Just don't follow the custom. I'll give you an example of India. You know how many times it had happened in your life? Your mom says, "Ki don't go for a haircut on Thursday." Have you ever thought of why people go bald when there is a death in a family? कभी हमने पूछा ही नहीं. Why is that they say don't cut your nails after sunset? Because, and if you ask them, they'll say कि अरे आपको कहा ना आप कीजिए, because ये होते आ रहा है. So it's a custom. We never became rational about it. We never ask कि why this is happening. तो आप इनके आंसर्स पता कीजिए कि ये क्यों हैं. देखिए, they demanded that everything need to be judged through the application of reason and rationality. हर चीज का आप रीजन पता कीजिए और कीजिए. ऐसा नहीं कि जो राजा ने बोल दिया you just follow. Because then there is no reason behind it. Why should I do it? मैं क्यों नहीं काटूं नाखून 7 बजे के बाद? मैं थर्सडे के दिन बाल क्यों नहीं काटूं? या फिर लोग सर क्यों मुड़वा लेते हैं जब किसी के घर में डेथ हो जाती है? ये कुछ चीज़ें हैं, कस्टम्स हैं जो इंडिया में फॉलो होते हैं, बट इनके पीछे के रीजंस आप प्लीज़ पता कीजिए. आपको आंसर क्या मिलेगा, बिल्कुल ये टॉपिक आपके दिमाग में रिफ्रेश हो जाएगी एकदम. नाउ दे अटैक द सैक्रेड अथॉरिटी ऑफ द चर्च एंड द डेस्पोटिक पावर. Who is the sacred authority of the church? Clergy. And despotic power? King. They were writing about clergies and the king during the French Revolution. Now what happened? They created a new culture of dialogue and debate. When the things were published, they started discussing, like spirit of law. When this came, everyone started discussing, oh, this is the form of the government. The power should be divided in 3 levels. तो जब डिबेट होने लगी, डिस्कशन, सी इफ यू आर रीडिंग ना, यू विल ऑलवेज हैव एन ओपिनियन. अगर आपका ओपिनियन नहीं है मतलब समझ जाइए कि आपने पढ़ा ही नहीं है. और ओपिनियन मीन्स ईदर यू विल टेक साइड और यू विल बी अगेंस्ट इट. तो उस पर डिस्कशन होते हैं. एंड दिस इज वॉट created in France and most of the European country. Now all the values, norms and institutions were re-evaluated and discussed by the public. अब हर चीज जो पहले से हो रही थी फ्रांस में, they started questioning why. Give me the reason why. Why is that clergy is asking for fund? Why is that they are the only one who can preach us Bible or teach us Bible? तो ये सारी सोसाइटी बहुत रैशनल हो गई. वाई इज दैट ओनली थर्ड एस्टेट नीड टू पे टैक्स? चेंज आएगा ना सोसाइटी में. चलिए, ये आपके 2 पॉइंट्स कवर्ड हैं यहाँ पे. अब आगे का पॉइंट जो है, बाय 1780 देयर वाज एन आउटपोरिंग ऑफ लिटरेचर दैट मॉक द रॉयल्टी एंड क्रिटिसाइज देयर मोरालिटी. देखिए, मॉकिंग मतलब हंसी उड़ाना, और कैरी क्रिएचर्स कार्टून एक बहुत अच्छा तरीका था वेयर दे यूज्ड टू मॉक अबाउट द रॉयल्टी, मतलब राजाओं की हंसी उड़ाना. और वो बताते कैसे थे? सी, फ्रांस में व्हेन देयर इज सब्सिस्टेंस क्राइसिस गोइंग ऑन, रॉयल्टी को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा. दे वर लिविंग द लैविश लाइफ. एज वी हैव डिस्कस्ड अर्लियर एंड रेड अबाउट द फ्रेंच रॉयल हाउस, that Marie, the queen, she used to have festival or the celebrations which used to go for months. तो आप सोच लीजिए, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि पूरे फ्रांस में हो क्या रहा है, बट दे आर इनटू देयर लीजर एंड प्लेजर. ये एक क्वेश्चन था लोगों से कि हमारे साथ चाहे कुछ भी हो, आप हमेशा अच्छे ही रहोगे. नाउ लिटरेचर सर्कुलेटेड अंडरग्राउंड. क्वेश्चन इज व्हाई? क्योंकि सेंसरशिप था. तो बस आप पॉइंट याद रखिए कि लिटरेचर सर्कुलेटेड अंडरग्राउंड that led to the growth of hostile sentiment against the monarchy. तो जो कुछ छपा है वो ओपनली नहीं आया. वो कैसे होगा? यहाँ से वहाँ से चुपके छुपाते लोगों तक पहुँचेगा, लोग पढ़ेंगे, and then they will stand against that or for that. That's why the French Revolution took place. Now, print did not directly shape their minds, but did open up the possibility of thinking differently. Now I want to ask you a question. After reading this, क्या आपको ये लगता है कि because of print French Revolution took place? Give me an answer. Yes or no? I'm sure you might be thinking yes, but the answer is no, because of this statement. और logic क्या है? See, if I am a writer, मैं चाहे जो हूँ, वोल्टेयर, रूसो या जॉन लॉक. See, if I am publishing my material and reaching up to the people, don't you think church, which is an established institution, already doing this from long time? So, is that whatever I am publishing reaches you exactly the way I am thinking and I am writing? No, because interpretation matters and they are different. तो मैंने जो लिखा है जरूरी नहीं कि आपने वो बिल्कुल वैसा ही समझा, और जरूरी नहीं है कि आप मुझसे इंस्पायर हुए. उसी तरह से देयर इज चर्च, जो पहले से चीजें लिखते आ रहे हैं, तो सपोर्ट बराबर की ही थी. बट यस, इट डिड ओपन अप द पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ थिंकिंग डिफरेंटली. अगर नहीं हुआ तो भी. सो नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक एंड लिटिल लेटेस्ट 19th century in our next module. By that time, keep smiling and keep revising. Thank you. Hello student, welcome back. Today and in 19th century, as I said in the previous module, let's see what happened in our chapter or in this topic. See, 19th century we saw a vast leap in mass literacy of Europe. 1718 में it was growing. By 19th century literacy level went up very high. तो इससे कुछ चेंज होगा? यस, बहुत कुछ चेंज होगा. ब्रिंगिंग लार्ज नंबर ऑफ न्यू रीडर्स. अब ये न्यू रीडर्स कौन है? आपके इस पूरे पेज पे दे आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट जस्ट 3 थिंग्स: चिल्ड्रन, women and workers. First paragraph about children, second women, और last paragraph about workers. So let's go to the children part. First paragraph. See, primary education became compulsory. Very good decision by the government in European countries. Since children became an important part, a category of readers, you need to be very selective. And you need to have a separate printing press for them. देखिए, बहुत सिंपल सी लॉजिक है. क्या आप में से कोई भी ऐसा है who took admission in class 10th and is reading the same thing from very first grade, मतलब first से लेके आज तक आप 10th का ही पढ़ रहे हो, नहीं ना, you have a different syllabus. So same way ये जो कैटेगरी है इनके लिए एक डिफरेंट सिलेबस होगा और डिफरेंट प्रेस होगी. सो द फर्स्ट प्रेस फॉर द चिल्ड्रन केम इन ईयर 1857 इन फ्रांस. ईयर बहुत इजी है याद रखना. 1857 में इंडिया में रेवोल्यूशन हो रहा था, वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस, रिवॉल्ट, नॉट एन रेवोल्यूशन एग्जैक्टली. सो दिस प्रेस पब्लिश्ड न्यू वर्क्स as well as the old fairy tales and folk tales, considering whom in mind? Children. And one notable contribution is from Grimm brothers. Now they are from Germany. What they did, they toured extensively across the nation and collected folk tales, folklore, folk stories and published them according to the children. Now things were edited. Things were edited keeping allied section in mind, because ऐसा कुछ भी उन्हें लगता जो कि सुटेबल नहीं है उसे एडिट कर दिया जाता है. बट सुटेबल किसको ध्यान में रखते हुए? अलाइड सेक्शन. नाउ व्हाई अलाइड सेक्शन? बिकॉज उन्हीं के बच्चे स्कूल आते थे. क्लियर? ओके, मूविंग अहेड टू women. You remember in Nazism we were talking about some very interesting topic and we started laughing. Charlotte. It's Charlotte Bronte. Okay, so remember these three names: Jane Austen, Bronte sisters, and George Eliot. Three prominent women writers, very famous. I guess Jane Austen's novel, you have movies made on that. Pride and Prejudice. इसमें इंग्लिश में भी मूवी है, हिंदी में भी मूवी है और शायद अलग अलग लैंग्वेजेस में भी है. तो इनकी बेस्ट सेलर नॉवेल्स में से एक है. सी एक चीज़ याद रखिए, व्हेन दे बिकेम वन इम्पॉर्टेंट सेक्शन ऑफ reading or printing, they started writing. And when women start writing, they will write about keeping them as heroes. Now when I say hero, थोड़ा सा वो हो जाता है कि नहीं हीरोइन क्यों नहीं. So they are in the lead. The changes in the society, what they want to think, they used to put in their novels. तो इस हिसाब से इनका contribution बहुत ज़्यादा रहा है. And what they used to write? Again the same thing. जो आप पढ़ोगे वही आप लिखोगे. Plays, drama, autobiography, biography, short story, long stories, love stories, everything they used to write. तो ये women का section है. अब आते हैं एक और दूसरे सेक्शन पे, which is talking about the workers. देखिए, before I reach to the workers, there is something which was only for women. Penny magazines. तो पैसा कितना है? 1 penny. Now इसमें छपता क्या था? बहुत कमाल की चीज़ें थी. See, we always say ना there is a right code of conduct for doing everything. एंड स्पेशली जो कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट है, कंसिडरिंग द इंडियन सोसाइटी विच इज सो कॉल्ड कल्चरल, हम ज़्यादातर कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट विमेन को ही रखते हैं. लाइक हाउ इज दैट दे हैव टू कीप देयर हाउस, हाउ दे हैव टू रेज देयर चिल्ड्रन एंड हाउ दे शुड बिहेव इन सोसाइटी. बस पेनी मैगजीन ज़्यादातर उसी चीज़ों पे छपती थी. और एक बहुत बड़े हाउस का बहुत बड़ा कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन है, ये स्पेशली इंग्लैंड में है, द सोसाइटी फॉर द डिफ्यूशन ऑफ यूजफुल नॉलेज. नाम कितना इंटरेस्टिंग है. 1832 से 1835 के बीच में दे यूज्ड टू पब्लिश पेनी मैगजीन्स एंड देयर प्राइमरली एम वाज वर्किंग क्लास विमेन. बट ये वर्किंग क्लास विमेन के ऊपर हो गया. तो हाउ अबाउट द वर्कर्स? हैव यू हर्ड अबाउट लेंडिंग लाइब्रेरीज, जहाँ पे आप जो है भाड़े पर कुछ चीज़ें लेते हो, स्पेशली ऑडियो कैसेट्स एंड ऑल. नाउ आपके जो गेम्स होते हैं वो मिलते हैं. तो लेंडिंग लाइब्रेरीज केम इन यूरोप. तो वहाँ पे आप जाके रेंट पे बुक्स लेते थे एंड देन दे यूज टू रीड एंड गिव इट बैक. इसमें आप बुक्स खरीद नहीं रहे हो, बिकॉज वर्कर्स हैं तो वेजेस लेस हैं, तो दे हैव टू कम अप विद सम इनोवेटिव आइडिया टू ब्रिंग you to the shop, or they'll send the book to your workplace or home. This is how the lending libraries started working in Europe, and they're still there. Apart from that, most of the industries came up with their own libraries for their workers. They wanted their workers to get education and rise to a higher position too. So now we will move ahead and talk about the further innovation in printing press. See, consider anything, whatever you see today, especially the cars. Imagine the first car and then talk about the latest car in which you are traveling or you are driving. So innovations, you will get an idea. So first printing press, obviously you remember woodblock, and then the things changed and Gutenberg printing press came. Only one side of paper could be printed. And was it color? No. How fast it was? 250 pages in an hour. But then yes, it was good. So we today current press, think of that, and the changes are there with you. Yes, People say this is not the important topic, but yes, one of the easiest topic to remember. क्योंकि comparison में आपको याद रखना है. Press came to be made out of metal now. पहले wood होता था या फिर बस plates metal के होते थे. Now, big contribution goes to Richard M. Hoe of New York, who actually perfected the power-driven cylindrical press. तो इनकी प्रेस जो है वो 8000 पेजेस एन आवर प्रोड्यूस कर सकती है. तो ज़्यादातर यूज़ कहाँ होगा? प्रिंटिंग प्रेस में. Now press was particularly useful for printing newspaper और magazines जो ज़्यादा चाहिए, mass number पे चाहिए. Now offset press also developed which could print up to 6 colors at a time. Color print की बात कर रहे हैं. Now during this time when this printing press and everything is taking shape, don't you think depression will always have an effect? तो ऐसा था, for richer section of society, see they can purchase anything at any cost because it's in their reach. But how about the people who are actually poor workers? So for them in 1920 England, popular works were sold in cheap series. वो छोटे सीरीज बना लेते थे, बिल्कुल सीरियलाइज जैसी चीज़ें होती हैं पार्ट्स में, एंड दे वर कॉल्ड शिलिंग सीरीज. बहुत सस्ते होते थे, एक एपिसोड 2 एपिसोड, उस हिसाब से इसमें आपको पूरी नॉवेल आ जाती थी. नाउ देयर इज समथिंग मोर, हाउ दिस प्रिंट हेल्प इन द एडवर्टाइजमेंट एंड ऑल. वैसे ही आज भी आप देख ही सकते हो, बट देन दिस इज वन ऑफ द रेलवे स्टेशन एडवर्टाइजमेंट. इफ यू सी ऑल द बिलबोर्ड्स, everything they'll talk about some or the other product. Now this was printed and pasted by Alfred Konkanen in 1874. Now we are done with the European part of print. In the next module we are going to talk about our own country. By that time you keep smiling and keep revising. Take care. Hello students, welcome to Print Culture, and now we are on to a topic called India and the world of print. We are at our home. So let's see what's happening here. See, one of the oldest civilization in the world. So definitely we have developed the writing much way before many other countries. But where do we used to write? On manuscripts. The way of writing is manuscripts on palm leaves and handmade paper. Now what's the drawback? Already we have seen very fragile, awkward to handle and difficult to read. ये reasons हैं. And which all languages में we used to make these manuscripts? संस्कृत, अरेबिक एंड पर्शियन. तो हर एक तरीके की तरफ से हमारी मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स अवेलेबल थी, और ज़्यादातर ये फरमान होते थे, नॉवेल्स होती थी, स्टोरीज होती थी, पोएम्स होती थी, बायोग्राफीज एंड ऑटोबायोग्राफीज. सी, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द नॉवेल्स रिटन हियर और द राइटिंग वर्क. For that there is another chapter, Novel Society, the next one. We are just going to talk about the evolution of the print in our country. So now manuscripts were highly expensive and fragile. Why highly expensive? Because handwritten. Fragile, as you know, anything written on palm leaf has to be very fragile. They could not be carried publicly or read out, or maybe you can preserve them for a long period of time if you don't have a technology. तो ये बहुत बड़े ड्रॉबैक हैं. अब ये बुक्स कैसे बनते थे? They were either pressed between the wooden covers or sewn by the thread. Book binding, nothing difficult here. इसमें कुछ complex नहीं है. Everything been repeated from the previous part. But yes, something which is new is this thing. A Diwan of Hafiz. Now this Diwan is not the position. Diwan, it's a name of the book. It's a collection of stories and the poem by Hafiz, a 14th century poet. See how wonderfully illustrated book. How precisely, nicely the colors are used, and the handwriting is very beautiful. It's calligraphy. Art of writing, beautiful handwriting. और हाँ, Persian है तो और भी ज़्यादा अच्छी लगती है. This is one of the book which you find in India. Now, print comes to India is our next topic. Herein we are going to talk about who bought press and how it spread across. So पहला चीज़ सोच लीजिए कौन लाया होगा? वेस्टर्न प्रिंट है तो हाँ, इंग्लिश पीपल. अब उसमें भी नॉट द ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी. See, mid-16th century printing press came to Goa with Portuguese missionary, the people who actually on a mission to preach Christianity or spread Christianity. Jesuit priests learned Konkani and printed several tracts, especially the religious one, Bible and a section of Bible. That's how they are spreading their religion. 1579, Catholic priest printed the first Tamil book at Cochin. In 1730, Malayalam book was printed. First Malayalam book was printed. ज़्यादातर ये local languages में ही थी to reach to the masses. 1710 Dutch Protestant missionaries printed around 32 Tamil texts. ये डच हैं पर तमिल टेक्स्ट प्रिंट कर रहे हैं. सी दे नीड टू रीच टू द पीपल. वो आए किस लिए हैं? दे आर हियर टू preach language, and if I am not connected with you in my language, how is that you will accept my religion? तो इसीलिए तमिल टेक्स्ट किए हैं. Many of them, these texts were actually translation of the old work in India as well as in Europe. तो ये ट्रांसलेशन भी काफ़ी कुछ है. अब 1780 में एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सी चीज़ होती है यहाँ पे, जब प्रिंटिंग प्रेस काफ़ी अच्छे से इंडिया में सेट है. लुक एट दिस जेंटलमैन, जेम्स अगस्टस हिकी. He is an editor, chief editor of a paper Bengal Gazette, जिसका एक टैगलाइन है, बहुत अच्छी टैगलाइन है. A commercial paper open to all but influenced by none. Please think, क्या है इसका मतलब? A commercial paper open to all but influenced by none. Simply it means views are true and right, not influenced by East India Company or any of the political figure or any revolutionary. जो है वो है, मतलब जो प्रेस का काम होता है, एग्जैक्टली दैट वर्क ही वॉज डूइंग. ही ऑल्सो पब्लिश्ड अ लॉट ऑफ गॉसिप्स अबाउट कंपनीज सीनियर ऑफिशियल्स इन इंडिया, like how they are involved in bribe, their malpractices, and these news used to reach England. A problem is he was warned. He was warned by Warren Hastings, the Governor General of India at that point of time. But he continued the good work and he met his fate, which was death. वॉरेन हेस्टिंग ने इनको मरवा दिया. याद रखिए, बंगाल गैजेट इंडिया का पहला न्यूज़पेपर है, हाईली इंस्पायर्ड बाय द आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ राजा राम मोहन रॉय, बिकॉज द ओनर ऑफ द पेपर वॉज बाल गंगाधर भट्टाचार्य, हु वॉज गुड फ्रेंड ऑफ राजा राम मोहन रॉय. सी, इट्स लाइक अ ट्रायंगुलर सीरीज. नेम ऑफ द पेपर बंगाल गैजेट, ओनर बाल गंगाधर भट्टाचार्य, गुड फ्रेंड ऑफ राजा राम मोहन रॉय, और एडिटर जेम्स अगस्टस हिकी. जब आप ये टॉपिक याद रखें, ये चार नाम आपके आंसर में होने चाहिए. नाउ व्हेन यू नो वी आर कमिंग अप विद न्यूज़पेपर, सो दिस इज द टाइम व्हेन वी आर टोटली अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ ब्रिटिशर्स एंड नेशनलिस्ट मूवमेंट्स आर गोइंग हाई. लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंड नेक्स्ट. टिल दैट टाइम, you keep revising and keep smiling.